Hello friends, Joe here. It's been a little while, but today is, in less than a minute, is the November Legfest, which means our first batch of Christmas characters. So we're going to take a look at them. I did say previously that I probably wasn't going to bother looking at most, just the regular characters from here on out. Maybe the occasional Grand here and there. I did miss Gabriel a couple of weeks ago, but she's good, not a whole lot to say about her, like, you know why she's good, because of that passive. But also her actual kit's pretty decent, she gets some really chunky skill damage from that auto-cast S3 she has. But anyway, we're just coming up to the top of the hour. That is us there now, so let us, once this loads, okay. Yuni. Interesting. Wasn't expecting that. In dark, of all things. And another Illnott. That's our second alt now after summer. In light this time. Quick look at these weapons. Looks like a bow. Dark bow. Whatever. Light gun. Tempering. Tempering and HP. No FLB. I don't remember what is Neham's harp? Is that medium or big tempering? I would assume it's pretty sure it's big. That doesn't have an FLB, so that's whatever. But anyway, let's take a look at Yuni in dark. So OE's massive dark damage to a foe. Activate Sterner Sacra, which is her skill 1, which is also linked, seem to be all be linked, similar to her regular version. 15% boost to Dark Allies charge bars, 2 turn cut to debuff durations, gain 1 precious holiday. She does have 4 skills. Skill 2, CA reactivation effect to another Dark Ally 1 time, 100% boost to charge bar, uses 7 precious holidays. Skill 3, convert Dark Allies damage taken into light damage, debuff immunity 1 time and armor effect. Uses 10 precious holidays. That seems really bad. That doesn't seem great for how much she wants to consume to use that. Arbitrator's holiday effect, the caster uses 10 precious holidays. Dark Allies special CA damage cap is boosted, CA damage is supplemented, number of change in dark chain burst is increased by 2, can't be removed. Huh. Interesting. That seems... I mean, it depends on numbers, obviously, and we don't have numbers because the banner has literally just started, so Wiki is definitely not going to be updated, but hopefully these are decent numbers. I'm trying to think like what the other... So special CA damage cap is an increase to the hard cap, if you weren't aware. I don't remember what those increases normally are. Like Octo has it when he's transcended. I think it's like maybe like 10%, or it might not even be that. Might even be 5%. I don't remember but anyway, I'm going to say this is probably around 10%. Maybe it's more. I don't know. And supplemented, I'm going to assume this is probably like 500k. Might even be less. I would hope it's at least 500k, maybe even 1 million. That's probably a million's probably a bit too much to ask. But I would hope at least 500k because she is a holiday limited. Passive 1, when a dark chain burst activates, restore all allies HP based on number of chains. Additional effect upon the chain burst Tide of Chaos, which is 4 chains. Yuni gains 1 precious holiday. When Arbitrator's holiday is in fact boosted... Okay, so... I don't understand why they... I'm pretty sure they did this with our original version as well. Like, why do they waste a passive doing the exact... Like, she gives this as a buff, and then having the buff basically activates... Like, I don't understand why they couldn't just have this and then just give her a different second passive. But whatever. So if you're playing Ogi in Dark, she seems pretty good. 15% bar every turn, which combined with Kengo is going to be more than 15%. It's going to be probably closer to about 30%. In addition to all the charge bar that Kengo gives anyway, that's per turn. So some nice healing per chain burst. I'm going to assume this is probably not huge. Maybe it's like... I was going to say maybe it's like 1,000 per chain. I'd say it's probably more likely to be about 500 per chain. So... I mean, obviously, especially if you're playing Kengo, and depending on your characters, like say, like Fediel, who gets like permanent auto CA reactivation, you can get more than 4 chains. But yeah, I'm going to assume this is 1,000 per chain would be really good, I think, because like I said, if you're playing Kengo and you have someone like Fediel and she can give CA reactivation, like that's potentially like a lot of healing every turn. But then, like I said, don't know what these numbers are. This could be really small. This could be like 250 per chain, which would be really small. My real the rest of her kit doesn't seem like super crazy stacked, so I'm going to assume that this is probably not going to be super high either. So I think my realistic guess is that this would be somewhere in the region of 500 HP heal per chain. So like 2,000 for a regular full chain. But over saying that, she does get an extra 2 per the chain when you get this. I don't know, hard to say. But my only really concern is this. Like this could be useful for a little bit of like damage mitigation and stuff, but it just like 10 of her stacks is a lot to use for that, when obviously you want to get this up first, but then like giving another party member full bar plus CA activation for 7 of them seems much better. Like it's a one-time veil. Veils aren't that rare these days. Again, we need to see numbers for this, but armored is cool, but 3 turns when this is going to take more than 3 turns to get back up again, so remains to be seen. Like, my gut is if you're playing Ogi in Dark, which I mean, I don't that much really, but I'm not doing a lot of like super high end stuff, so maybe Dark does in there. Like, I'm not entirely sure what Dark really does these days aside from Ereshkigal Hell Burst. So, but I guess if you are playing Ogi in Dark, she seems like she'd be pretty good. Like I said, like this alone combined with Kengo's charge bar buffs is going to be a lot of charge bar every turn. Like this plus Kengo is basically going to probably get you to be full chaining like every turn, basically. And if this heal is decent, like she'll be giving your team a lot of sustain just from that. But obviously hard to really say. Maybe I should wait until like tomorrow morning or something to record this, because we never have the numbers up this early. So anyway, take a quick look at Illnott. Ogi's massive light damage to the foe, end cooldown for Sweet's Slinger, and Deck the Walls. Sweet Slinger is a 4-hit light damage to a foe, Mystic Ink effect. Mystic Ink effects increase upon each cast. Max level 3. Additional effect when at 7 heavenly pieces. Debuff immunity 1 time to all allies. Okay. So, permanent defense and skill damage. I think one of our other versions has this. I don't remember what Illnott does. Like, her summer version gives you the light fairy skill, and she gives everyone like 3 or 4 turns of triples and echoes at the cost of all their bar. But I think maybe her original version had some. I don't remember. Anyway, this deck the walls. This is also reset on Ogi. Light damage to a foe, delay effect, remove 1 buff, and then activates twice when it's 7 heavenly pieces. Skill 3, light damage to all foes, dope effect to caster, can only be used when at 7 heavenly pieces. Hit number increases based on main ally's number of damage skills, can't recast. Okay, so if you're playing... Interesting. 1 heavenly piece to Illnott when a light ally casts a damage skill, max 7, based on number of heavenly pieces, boost to Illnott's attack, defense, multi-attack rate, and damage cap. Upon light ally's normal attacks, light damage to a foe, number of hits based on the number of heavenly pieces. When dope is in effect, boost to light ally's skill specs, and yeah, okay, so similar sort of thing. She seems pretty good if you're doing skill damage in light, which they can do because of Harmonias and Neon Harps. Not as much in Magna because there isn't a... I don't think light has a farmable like supplemental weapon. But otherwise, seems pretty good. The heavenly pieces thing doesn't... I don't think they're consumed anywhere, which is really good. And you can get it up pretty quickly if you're using a skill damage focused team. Like if you're using like what's his face? Valentine's Aglovale, like that's 5 turn 1 if you're using all his skills. So so you can get that up pretty quickly and then get a debuff immunity entire team, which will reset on Ogi, plus a double delay and dispel. Obviously, numbers remain to be seen, but pretty simple kit. Just hey, skill damage. Put her on a skill damage team. If you're playing skill damage in light, you probably want her. I mean, this alone is pretty great. Obviously, we don't have numbers for the actual skill specs that she gives, but I'd hope for decent because she is limited. But yeah, she seems pretty decent. So yeah, that's that. Not a whole lot this time, but I will see you in a couple of weeks because there will be more. I think you only get 2 sets per year of Christmas characters. I think it'll be these 2, and then whoever they release on Flash, and then after that it will be the end of year special Flash with a new Grand, and then Legfest with the new Zodiac and presumably another Unsparkable Providence summon in the something like Belial, Beelzebub, Yatima. They've been doing that for a few years in a row now, so presumably. But yeah, I'll see you in a couple of weeks for Flash and some more Christmas characters. Until then, bye bye. Thanks for watching. See ya.